Taylor Watch.
Welcome back to another episode of Taylor Watch. Happy Tuesday.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, hello.
It's me.
You know what song I was singing this morning? It was like, where, I can't think of it now. Damn it. I lost it right away. And you know why, Gia? It's because I don't have my tall glass of Pink Whitney.
Yeah, that is why.
My creativity juices aren't flowing as freely as they were this weekend.
Right.
Because I don't have a tall glass of Pink Whitney in my hands.
Yes.
We hope that you guys had a fantastic holiday Halloween
Yes.
weekend.
Spooky.
And had some spooky cocktails
Yes.
featuring our number one bestie, Pink Whitney. Get yourselves over to the liquor store and get yourself a big boy. Get yourself a 20-shot bucket for you and your besties. Hang out, make some drinks, change the colors. The pink base really does lend itself for
Endless.
for lots of options.
Yes.
And it's very exciting, very cool. So go ahead and take your shot with Pink Whitney.
Hell yeah.
Love you, Pink Whitney.
Love you.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been a while. That's what it is. I was like, I logged into my Sephora.
I don't even know what song that is.
I'll sing it for you. I logged into my Sephora, and because I'm out of eyeliner, as you can see, I'm wearing a smoky eye today because black is all I have left.
That was an hilarious text that Kelly sent me this morning because I woke up this morning just like mucus coming out of like every hole of my body. And Kelly was like, oh yeah, I wasn't really feeling this good this morning either, but now I'm doing a smoky eye.
Yeah, I say,
like, okay,
I
well,
felt like shit. I didn't go on my walk, but now I'm doing a smoky eye, so everything's fine. But that is really what I'm doing. But no, I was, so when you had sent that, I was like, oh, well, let me take my time then.
Yeah.
And I started making myself a Sephora order for pickup because I'm out of all my usual.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, you have to do that quarterly pretty much. And Sephora, I like logged in and it was like, it's been a while. And I was like, it's been a while since I could hold my head up high. You don't know?
I think I do know
And
that.
everything I can remember.
I think if I heard it, that part, that one line you sang rang a bell a little bit.
Believe it's.
Is that like an older song?
It's either Nickelback or Creed in my head. It's been a while since I could.
Yes. Okay.
And everything I can.
That's giving Nickelback
remember.
vibes for sure.
It is Stained.
Oh, I don't even know
And
who
I
that
apologize
is.
to Stained. And how about Nickelback totally ripping off their vibe? This song is from 2001. It's been a while since anyway, so that's just me singing Stained. And that was me this morning. And I don't know why I just told
I was
that
on
story.
a very much a Wicked vibe this morning.
I watched Wicked yesterday.
How
funny.
It's been on my watch list because obviously I want to. I've seen it 90 million times,
Yeah, of
but
course.
I want to watch it one more time before it comes out.
That's what I was doing.
For good. And also, there's a live performance on Thursday,
Yes,
which I'm so
like
excited
an NBC
for.
Peacock collab,
Yes.
something. It was, I guess, it comes out or it's like live on TV
Yeah.
Wednesday night, and it's live on Peacock or Thursday night, and then it's on available Peacock on Friday. Very exciting stuff. And
So
you're right.
exciting.
Everybody needs to get in there and get that refresher before Wicked for Good comes out on the 21st.
Yeah.
Because I rewatched Wicked yesterday with the same intentions, being like, oh, I want to see whatever.
Yeah.
And wow, does it just blow me away. It
so
really,
good.
really, like you, I've seen it 1,000 times. So
Yeah.
for some reason, it's been a minute, and I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck, that is a good movie.
So good.
I
and
can't wait.
Their
for
voices
For
are
Good.
just so
They're too good.
unbelievable.
The emotion
yeah.
behind it, also the feeling that it gives you. Do you get
Yes.
that way?
Oh,
with,
it gives me
movies
like
and stuff.
chills down my spine almost because
Yes.
it's such a beautiful movie. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every single time, like even just the beginning with Glinda coming down in the bubble, like I'm
Totally.
like sobbing.
Me too. Me too. And especially knowing, obviously everyone knows the story, but like watching that back and watching Glinda come down and the thing and everybody's mad and burning the witch and
Yeah.
focusing on her face
Yes.
is so
Yeah,
like,
it's so sad.
Ariana, get that Oscar this
Literally,
year, girl.
yeah.
Like she is just
I hope her and Cynthia get
me too.
at least one of them get
Something.
one.
Yeah, me too. It's just
I
something.
feel like both of them will get noms.
At least.
Yeah.
Nominations would be the bare minimum. And
Legit.
they both expect, or I expect a nomination for both of them. We were having an extensive conversation outside about the animated movie this year. I'm convinced it's going to be K-pop Demon Hunters will win an Oscar this year. I think so. Or at least the song.
Maybe for Song Golden
original
for
song.
sure. I could see that.
For sure. And a reminder to those who keep up with the Oscars, etc. Wicked won't be eligible, or most of the songs that we know, like For Good,
Yeah.
or and like No Good Deed, or what, I forget the ones that are coming, but that we don't know already. But the only new songs can be nominated in that category. So, like Defying Gravity was never allowed to be nominated. You know
Right.
what I mean? For like song of whatever. But Golden certainly is an original
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
And it's number one on the charts. It's playing cat and mouse with Taylor Swift
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
crazy.
Every other day. So,
changing, yeah.
So yeah. And that's talking movies.
And that's Oscar Movie
And
Chat.
this is a movie podcast now. We do have a lot of good movies coming out, though. Especially, we got the docu-series coming. I keep forgetting that's coming.
I know.
So
December.
excited.
Well, it's just like, I still feel like I'm in September.
Me too.
I'm like, I can't believe October already went by.
We're on the decline, roller coaster wise. And we do, speaking of the months, etc., we do at the end of, after we discuss a couple of topics, we did our homework.
Yeah, very true.
Assigned albums to every month of the year.
Yeah.
Based on just feeling.
Yeah.
And we'll explain that
based off our own vibes.
Based off vibes.
Yeah.
Because months do give vibes, and so do these albums.
So
but
true.
We did have a handful of things to discuss from the weekend, which is always good news for us on Monday when we record. Mm-hmm. Halloween, of course. Last week we didn't get to mention, or no, I think we saw it after the fact.
Yeah, we saw it after.
There was a dog. A dog dressed up as Taylor's engagement ring.
So funny.
They showed the clip on New Heights.
And I actually saw the clip before, and then I saw that they put it on New Heights, and I was like, wait, thank God, because that's so funny. I kind of wanted Travis to have more of a reaction, and he just kind of like laughed. I mean, like, what are you supposed to do? It's like, okay, that's like a little weird, but like also,
I mean, I think I would have peed my pants laughing. It's so
it's
funny.
hilarious.
I actually don't think it's that weird.
No, I don't think it's weird. It's a dog.
It was a dog.
Yeah.
And what made it funny was not only does the dog have the like ring on its back, it had the finger too. Yeah. So it had like a head thing, with, like her painted nail. I mean, it's so funny.
Yeah,
like,
the fingernail was really funny.
Truly hilarious.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody that got very creative with their Taylor Swift costumes this weekend. We saw a lot of Taylor, Travis, Baby Jason. I saw that like 5 different times.
A lot of Baby Jasons.
A lot of Baby Jasons.
Cute, cuddly.
Exactly.
Babies, Jason,
and
similar qualities.
The couple wants to be Taylor and Travis, so it's always like Taylor and Travis is the couple, and the baby always ends up being Jason. So,
which is just such a funny,
silly dynamic.
You get stuck as the baby every time. It's hilarious.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
But so we saw a handful of those. I saw a lot of just baby Swifties out and about.
Yeah, a lot of baby Swifties. I saw a lot out and about in New York.
Yes.
Wearing the red bodysuit, a lot of like homemade costumes. Very cute.
Very, very cute. I will say though, dominating the kids' costumes this year were
K-pop Demon Hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters and Glinda and Alpha Ball.
Oh,
I've never seen more Glinda and Alpha Balls than I did this year. Because I guess it makes sense because the movie came out last November, so
so you didn't get to be for sure.
There hasn't been a Halloween opportunity. But oh my God, the amount of Glindas I saw running around.
I saw so many roomies from K-pop Demon Hunter. I actually saw a TikTok that was like every store in America is sold out of like purple hair extensions, purple hair, purple wigs, like purple hairspray, anything of that nature. And that is just so funny and very cute. Everybody wanted to be roomy.
And it's deserved.
Yeah, totally.
I want to be roomy right now.
I told TJ I wanted to be Rumi and Ginu, and he was like, no. And I was like, fuck you.
Big miss by him.
Yeah, totally.
Huge miss by TJ not wanting to be that. But you guys look very cute as Peach and Bowser.
Thank
Loved
you.
that.
Yeah,
Lovely
we had a lot of
time.
fun. Thank God he was able to, his flight was like delayed so much. So he was able to get in like right on time when the party started.
Hell yeah. Love that.
So he came in as Bowser and it was very funny. We had a great time. Friday, went out. And then Saturday, we literally did nothing. We were supposed to go to Sabrina.
Gia didn't I took
bailed.
Sabrina on alone. My boots were solo on the ground, but it ended up working out because I got to bring a different friend of mine who, I forgot to tell you this. We went to, so my cousin was gracious enough to invite me to his like company situation, whatever, and he had some clients there as well. And my friend ended up knowing one of his, or they had friends in common or whatever. So it ended up being like a good whatever. But we were laughing before because when Gia was like, I can't make it, I, in my head, was like, if the conspiracies are right, Taylor's coming out.
I know.
And so we went into the night thinking like, maybe Taylor.
I low-key had such a feeling though that it wasn't going to happen.
So not only did it not happen.
This is so funny.
It was an absolute nobody from the crowd. Like it was a rando. Like,
and the video you sent me.
That man.
No, the video you sent me, the guy was kind of like, wait, me? Like what? Like
yes, like it was so confusing. And so and I had been talking it up. And of course, like I got to go on Sunday as well last week and I got Anne Hathaway that time. So I'm telling my cousin and his wife, I'm like, oh my God, it's the last show. She's going to do it big, like whatever. And it was literally a stranger. And the whole crowd was like, what?
So funny. Well, I mean, like,
what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, the night before was Drew Barrymore.
Which was very cool.
Yeah.
It was Drew Barrymore on Halloween in the Ghostface costume. And she ripped off the mask. And when I saw the video of the Ghostface costume though before she took the thing off. I was like, oh my God, what if Taylor Swift's under the screen mask?
That would be crazy.
I really did think that.
Yeah.
Then I was like, maybe it's Jenna Ortega.
Oh, yeah.
Because taste and they're friends or whatever. But it being Drew, I think was awesome and really iconic and very like, you know, pay homage to Drew. And Drew's lovely. So she was loving it. It was a good time. But Sabrina, she crushed her week in New York. She did an amazing job. So many costumes. Like,
seems like everybody was very satisfied with her tenure there, which is cool.
And she sounded great. Sounded amazing. The songs were great. So no complaints at all. But but the marathon was this weekend in New York City, the New York City Marathon. Congratulations to Fran's husband, Joe.
Yes.
Congrats, Joe.
Congrats, Joe. Crushed it. Congrats to everybody. You know, I saw so many reality TV stars.
Everybody. If you were on The Bachelor, you ran the marathon.
Literally.
This year. Yeah.
And I saw
Joey.
Brian from Love Island and Nick from Love Island, Tate and Tyler.
Yep.
Joey Graziadei.
Yep.
Matt James. Yeah, so many different people.
All those people.
It was kind of star-studded. No Stead Stenson, though.
No Stead Stenson.
AKA Harry Styles.
I couldn't remember his name all day. I was like, where's Harry Styles? What's his pseudonym? And I couldn't remember it.
I'm pretty sure it was something of that nature, right?
Like
Stead
Stenson
it was like
or something.
Stead Stenson. Yeah.
I think that might have really been it.
I couldn't spot him, and nobody saw
said
him.
anything.
So yeah,
he must not have been there.
Yeah.
Big bummer. I was pretty convinced he was going to do it. I will say that I love the marathon. I think it's the vibes are just so good in the city on those days. And it was a beautiful day.
It was the perfect
gorgeous day.
New York City fall day. Like,
it was like 60. It wasn't even really that
not
cold.
a cloud in the sky.
Yep.
Gorgeous. The leaves were changing. It was just really, it was picture
stunning.
perfect. Yeah.
A
the whole squad came out. My grandma.
I saw the whole fam.
My grandma was wearing 5-inch heels the entire time.
Your grandma?
And she's 86, by the way.
Well, she's an anomaly.
Yeah.
I love her. And when I saw her that she was there, I was like, oh my God, should she walk across Manhattan?
Oh, yeah. She had like 15,000 steps.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is like, you can't, because of the marathon, they block off so much of New York, and you have to really go out of your way
to walk
to get
through.
To get
especially
to,
when you're in the park. Oh, it's a nightmare getting out of the park.
That was part of what I was going to say too. Is that I live very close to the madness.
Yeah.
When the marathon, I'm trying not to dox myself. I almost just did. But I live close to it, and so whenever I want to go for the marathon, usually you can just kind of go above and up and around. But this time they like blocked off so much of it, like literally 20 blocks up, and then it's all blocked off. So I would have had to go up and around like the lake and all the way to the east side. And so I walked up to the Central Park West like barrier where everyone's done and they're kind of walking.
Cute.
And they're just like walking it off a little bit. And that was nice. I got to do a little bit of cheering there.
Nice.
Normally I'd like to be in the park, but it was too late. I should have gone earlier.
It was crowded. It felt like
crowded as fuck.
Yeah, it felt like it was way more crowded this year than it was last year.
Absolutely.
I don't know if it's because of the weather or what, but it was
the weather. I think now everyone's wisened up to the fact you can like track people on the app.
Yeah,
I feel like people forget that you could do that, which I love to do. If you ran a marathon yesterday, I tracked you on the app.
Oh yeah, I was tracking everybody.
All the Bachelor people I was tracking. Dukes, congrats to Dukes.
Yeah, congrats Dukes.
And his poor bloody nipples. I saw that. Poor Dukes.
Like that would happen to him.
For real.
Yeah.
And
he literally made a TikTok being like, don't wear a white shirt on marathon day because you'll get bloody nipples. And what did he do? Wear a white shirt on marathon day.
He did. Yeah. So shout out to him. Shout out to my friend Veda. He ran.
Shout out Veda.
He did an incredible time. I had no idea he could run like that. Incredible time. Rico's wife. Shout out to her.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, everybody ran.
Hell
so
it was
yeah.
a good time. Good time all around and just good vibes in the city. So
it's the best day ever.
For sure. Yeah. But apart from that, we also had a Swift appearance in the city.
Yes.
Taylor Swift is here.
Yes, looking good.
I'm jumping ahead, actually. I'm jumping ahead
That's
of something. But we'll talk about that quick, and then we'll launch into the breaking news we heard this morning.
Right.
But yes, Taylor was in the city this weekend, so that was part of the reason why a lot of people thought that she was
a lot of
out.
people thought that.
And she was at Chez Margot with Ashley.
Yes.
On Friday, I think. Right?
Yeah, October 30th. No, Thursday. October 30th.
Looking beautiful in a brown outfit.
Another outfit that I want really bad.
I have a jacket exactly like that.
Yeah, I do have a jacket kind of like that too.
But it's got
honestly.
like a snake. Mine's like snake skin.
I want a pair of suede brown boots like that. Yeah.
Dude, what do you think of these that I'm wearing?
Those are cute. Are those Rothy's?
I don't know. These are you know what? Begins with a V. It's like something. Instagram. And
they're very cute. They look really comfy.
They are super comfortable. And so I got served an ad like 1,000 times for them. And of course, they come in all kinds of colors, but they came in brown as well. It was sold out in brown. So I got them in these. I don't have any boots this color.
Yeah, I like them.
But they're cute anyway.
Yeah,
That's
they
why
are
I was
very
saying.
cute.
And they do have like a suede. So I'll send you the link.
Oh, okay. Yeah, please do.
The whole reason I was bringing that up.
But yeah, she was wearing, let's see, an oversized bomber jacket from Magda Buttram.
Oh.
A Doin turtleneck mini dress, Louis Vuitton ring, Louis Vuitton bag, Louis Vuitton watch. She's wearing a $50,000 watch.
Hell yeah.
And Manolo Blahnik suede knee-high boots.
Slay, major slay. Looking
Very
so
cool,
cute.
yeah.
Shout out to Ashley for getting Mike Wazowski. We're sorry.
You know, it literally happens to the best of us, legit. And like, I guess that's kind of like the price you have to pay when you're Taylor Swift's friend. Listen, like, I would get Mike Wazowski every time.
No, of course. And by that we mean, for those who don't know, if you're not up to date on Monsters Inc., a movie that we all should have seen by now.
Legit, like, read up.
A cultural cornerstone, if you will. But there's a piece in the movie where Mike Wazowski is like, oh my god, I made it on the news. And
they're on the cover of a magazine.
Yeah, on the cover of a magazine, and they basically have like the price sticker is over his face or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow. And he doesn't like care or notice.
Yeah.
He just is happy to be on the cover. And it happens to him like a few times throughout the movie where he just gets like totally obstructed from view. Yeah. And so it was like a People exclusive, and it just slapped it directly on Ashley's face.
I mean, come on. Like, have some respect.
Put it anywhere else.
Yeah,
put it legit. Bottom. Block her shoes out.
Yeah, seriously.
Before her face.
Like, that's just,
she was slaying too.
Don't disrespect my girl like that.
She was eating down.
Yeah, of course.
And they were
she always looks good.
She always looks good.
She has really great outfits.
She has maybe a top 5.
She's a fashion person.
She's a stylist.
Right?
Yeah. She's maybe a top 5 cuntiest bob. Like, she has an amazing cunty bob.
Yeah. Her bob. And the way her bob, like, it just, like, falls perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's, like, fits her face perfectly, too.
She's the kind of girl that you see her with her beautiful, like, pin straight cunty bob, just, like, swaying in the wind, looking perfect, that you're like, I could get a bob.
Yeah,
and
you're like,
you put it on yourself, and you're like, oh, no. Sorry, I'm not, like, a precious fairy princess.
Yeah,
like,
my face doesn't, like, have
that.
the angle, like, literally fairy angles where you're, like, so sharp and petite.
Yes. Me when I cut my hair this year. I finally was like, you know what? My face is too square for this.
No, I feel like you could totally pull off a bob.
I used to when I was like emaciated, but that's not so much anymore. My face
I feel like
round.
you do have to have a really skinny face.
For sure.
Either kind of like a very like circular round face or a very thin like almond face almost.
Like pointy and etc. But yeah, so they looked great out. Justice for Ashley, getting Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
And yeah, they went to Cher Margot. I gotta get in that place.
Dude,
I've been trying to get in there.
This.
I know.
And it's a meat packing, I didn't realize.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I sent them an email a while ago looking for membership, but then I was like, what if
Did they reply?
No. They never answer me, and and jokes on them because I'm over here with my credit card out. Yeah. So if they don't want my business, they want my business.
I mean, low key though, they're probably like, get in line.
Definitely. They definitely get in line. They're also like, you're a freak and you only want to be here because Taylor Swift comes here. You're not accepted, by the way. You're a freak.
Yeah, it's so true.
They saw my email and they said, this girl? No fucking way.
One look at our social media pages and we are not getting into Cher Margot.
Yeah, no, we're not getting
That's
there.
so funny.
I only sent them the one email though.
Right.
They probably, it just made it
lost. One email, but who's going to, that's not going to kill anyone.
Maybe it's in their junk.
Yeah, God forbid.
Another. But yeah, so they were out and about. No Halloween. Costumes, fanfare, nothing, and that's fine.
Yeah, Travis had a big game on Sunday against the Bills. He got injured.
Oh, did he?
That's what I was seeing online.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
I hope I'm not spreading fake news.
Fake information.
Travis,
they did lose the game.
Well, because when I do my usual Taylor Swift Google news search, things were coming up. Yeah, Travis Kelce's seen having words with Bill fans after leaving with injury.
Oh.
He passed concussion protocol, so he seemed to be fine.
Okay.
Let's see. The team star tight end left the field early for the locker room before halftime. Bills fans were letting Kelce have it. He put his hand to his ear and I can't hear you gesture, nodding that he loved it.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that happened, Kelce took a shot to the ribs by Bills safety Cole Bishop. Ooh. The play came as Kelce attempted to catch a pass from Pat in the end zone. He appeared to be fine. Going to the locker room early to get fully checked out, and according to the Chiefs, Kelce has cleared concussion protocol at halftime. So it seems like he's fine. He seems like maybe he just got hurt during the game and then
got his bell rung a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate because we do our Barstool game of the week, and I had him scoring a touchdown.
So did I.
And we should have known better. He's been scoring. He had a couple last couple games. But if not for getting hit in the ribs, he would have
totally,
and we all would have won. But yeah, so I lost that, and I lost the over, I think, as well on total points.
Yeah, I lost the over in that too.
52 points. Or something.
Speaking of Halloween, you know what just kind of wrung my memory a little bit?
Oh.
and I don't know, obviously we can briefly touch on this.
Yeah.
The Kayla Nicole of it all.
Oh my fucking God, Gia.
Yeah,
First of all,
I know.
I tried to put that out of my mind and just ignored it happening.
Same.
But
I've been getting a lot of comments of people or DMs of people sending it to me and being like, "You guys have to talk about this." I don't really want to talk about it too much.
It's worth bringing up though.
Yes, because
it's at the point now where
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
She posted.
It's embarrassing. It's strange.
So Kayla Nicole on Halloween posted her costume was Toni Braxton, and to the song like "He's Not Man Enough for Me."
Which, can I be so real? That was maybe the worst Toni Braxton costume I've ever seen. She wore a just like a chainmail dress, like a not even chainmail. It was like a rhinestone. You know the people who work really hard and they make the friendship bracelet dresses.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like string it all on a thing and they string each individual thing on to make a dress out of it. That was like what it was, but with like, some cheap ass diamonds. I don't know, but it looked. I understand when you are trying to recreate a costume and maybe you sex it up a little. You try to make it sexy for Halloween or whatever. It was not giving Toni Braxton. It was giving
giving Kayla
stripper,
Nicole just green screening herself into a random video.
Yes,
yeah.
Strange. And it was just a bad, it was not a good interpretation. Then that's just a total aside. Yeah. It was a bad interpretation of the costume.
A lot of people being like, damn, she's really in her phone. Like, she just really can't help herself at this point, and it's almost pathetic and it is pathetic and it is embarrassing to take like one little line out of Taylor's song and take that so personally. Like, obviously it must have hit home for you to take that so personally, and I don't even think that what Taylor said in her song is even like so blatant. No. I think it applies to like so many relationships.
She was in her phone. You were just a pose is the line. Right. And this is in Opalite. And this is what people are talking about. And I'm with you. I don't think it's that nefarious of a line. Yes, I do think it's like a direct, it's probably probably a story that was told, or just the story and the vibe around their relationship. But like all of Taylor's songs, they're up for interpretation in a million different ways. And it could speak to everybody. It could speak to one person. It could speak to friends of hers that she's had, like whatever. So you can easily, if Charlie XCX said nothing about Actually Romantic, Kayla Nicole can say nothing about Opalite. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Like, Charlie did absolutely nothing with that. And I respect that. I respect that she zipped it up. Maybe down the road we'll hear something, some sort of like, shots or whatever.
It's just pathetic. Like, it's really just pathetic for them to be, she's fully married. Bad. And like the whole song is about like how like, the girl broke up with the guy and the guy wanted her back, all this stuff.
The song is, he wasn't man enough. Hold on. I'll put, and it's specific lyrics at this certain point. Let me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Hold on. I'm going to look up the lyrics so I can read them. Toni Braxton. Great. Love
Don't
the song.
You know that he was my man, but I chose to let him go. So why do you act like I still care about him? Looking at me like I'm hurt when I'm the one who said I didn't want it to work. Don't you forget I had him first.
So here are the lines that she posted in while the song is playing.
Yeah.
It's the what are you thinking? Did you know about us back then? Did you know I dumped your husband, girlfriend? I'm not thinking about him, but you married him. Do you know I made him leave? Do you know he begged to stay with me? He wasn't man enough for me. That is the stanza she chose to use on the video. So I am all for a woman's bless you. I'm all for a woman scorned getting her due. But
they broke up so before Midnight's even came out.
Dude. Before
insane.
They were still a year before even meeting each other and they were broken up. And I just agree fully that it's pathetic at this point. I think it's sad.
It's so pathetic.
And if you're gonna do a shot for shot of Toni Braxton, it better look exactly like fucking Toni Braxton. The outfit, you know what I'm saying? It's too sexed up. It's not chic. It's not cool. And that's what makes me feel this is more pathetic. Like if she was a spot on same dress or a copy of it or whatever, I'd be like, okay, unfortunately, it's a sleigh, but it's not a sleigh.
It's just so.
It's very weird.
Someone said, there's nothing but single childish women hyping up Kayla Nicole, who's still talking about a man that didn't want her.
It's just, I don't know. And she gets it. She's getting it from all angles. People don't forget about the Chris Brown dance. They hate that. They hate that shit.
Someone said, some people were born to fill stadiums all over the world. Some people were born to get dry humped on stage by a felon.
Right. And right. And that's right.
No, literally.
And I'm sorry. And it's like, I don't want to, you stop forcing my hand, girl.
You guys broke up 4 years ago.
Stop forcing my hand to talk shit. And I'm going to have to, there's no way we could ignore that shit talk. And it's
embarrassing. It's very embarrassing for her that she's still like on this high horse of like, I didn't need him. Like and like, people are kind of like digging up old videos now.
Yeah.
Like every single video is her just like with her phone in his face. He's just like not having it at all. Like
I hate those videos. They make me cringe bad.
It's hard to even watch.
They really are hard to watch.
So it's just like I don't understand this high horse that she thinks she's on.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it's hard because like I want to have some whatever respect for her. And it's just like I can't have any respect
or
when
sympathy.
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
I don't even know
like,
what the right
what the word is. Like empathy. Like I because you know she's a woman and like I don't want to be hating on this girl, but like what are you doing? It's just it's really just again. I don't know how many times I've said pathetic, but it is pathetic.
That's exactly how I feel.
She's fully like Taylor and Travis are fully engaged. They are in their own world. Like I doubt that they've even saw this. You know what I mean? Like
definitely not. Definitely not unless they're making fun of you in the fucking group chat. Girl. Like that is what I'm thinking of. It's like if you're gonna do something, you have to think to yourself like, are they gonna make fun of me in the group chat about this? And that would stop me from doing almost anything.
Yeah.
And I think that this is a prime example of that. I also think that there's something to be said about celebrating your independence as a woman, celebrating your you know, your self-respect and all this stuff or whatever, but using that stanza in wasn't man enough for me is just the exact opposite of that. She could have done any other Toni Braxton song. She could have done any other strong artist that has words about. I mean, she could have done Independent Woman, Destiny's Child, and it would have had a better response to this, being like, "It's me, myself, and I. I'm a strong bitch," and whatever. I love that. I respect that. Not that he doesn't deserve me. And
she's acting
eating his words. And oh, you think you got the good man? Like I dumped your husband. And it's like, well,
she's acting as if like there's been like this back and forth between her and Taylor, you know what I mean? Like that she has something to prove.
Right.
Where like Taylor has literally never said anything, done anything.
No.
She made 3 lines in Opalite, and Kayla Nicole took that so personally that she had to go out and do this. Like
for weeks now.
You're just pointing fingers at yourself at this point. You're like,
you know what I think? I bet she was so fucking hyped to be mentioned. Like I think this is the situation where it's like,
well, she probably saw it and was like, this is my time to clap back.
100%.
Like, no.
Like waiting for it. Like I almost wish it wasn't in there just to not even give her the satisfaction of knowing that like a conversation had been had about her before, you know? And but ultimately that is gonna happen. Like you're gonna have these conversations, you're gonna have these moments, and Taylor Swift's gonna write about it if you're in your fucking life. And
and it wasn't mean, it wasn't personal, it wasn't that it was like, this is what you went through in your past relationship, and this is what you want now, and this is what we're going through.
I have yet to see a single shred of evidence that Travis Kelce to Kayla Nicole was anything other than a pose while she's in her phone. Like I have yet to see any sort of like
it's almost every single video
of them.
She's covering his face with his hand. She's covering his mouth with her hand. She's like pushing him out of the video. She's
like
putting her phone in his face.
And I just don't. And again, we're all for women. Women are better than men, et cetera, et cetera. But there comes a point where you're just being disrespectful to someone else as a person. Like, why are you dating them then if you're so fucking disrespectful? So, and
why are you still hung up on it 4 years later? It's crazy.
Be hung up on it in private, girl. Keep it in the group chat. Like I don't get why. It was embarrassing. It was just embarrassing. We don't need to keep going on it now because now we're talking circles. But I do think that she needs to get over it. I do think that situation is really embarrassing. I think the Toni Braxton outfit was terrible, and try again next year, girl.
Yeah, legit. Go fucking hump Chris Brown, who's literally an abuser. Like,
maybe you'll one day slay again, but today was not the day.
Yeah.
And we're sorry for that, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
Other assholes in the news. Justin Baldoni. Oh, you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry back in your shitty place in Laguna Beach, wherever the fuck you live. Justin Baldoni. God, he's so annoying. But yes, he did in fact. And the reason we're talking about it is because we refuse to let it get buried, much like the press is trying to do. Yeah. But he did in fact lose his $400 million countersuit against Blake Lively. Yep. It has come to a quote unquote quote shocking end. The shocking end is that they didn't show up for court. They didn't show up for anything. They just let it die. And that to me is so embarrassing. Right. The theme of today is pathetic.
Legit. Everyone just proves to be the most pathetic people on planet Earth.
Just like we fucking said, Gia.
Yeah.
Like, this whole situation, it was clearly to muddy the press, to get people mad at Blake Lively, to get turning on Taylor Swift, to do whatever it is they needed to do.
If this isn't like your biggest open your eyes to the media backlash on women all the time, then like I don't know what is, because this is, I mean, it's so crazy how much the tables have turned and how people have just absolutely piled onto Blake, and then for this to happen and then people aren't even talking about it. It's nuts. So frustrating.
And it really is frustrating. And that sentiment of like, if this doesn't open your eyes, it does need to open your eyes, because, and I'll give an example of myself where it took this whole experience to open my eyes on Amber Heard.
For sure, same.
And I at that time was like, wow, these stories about her are fucking crazy. She sounds nuts. Like I kind of was like, well, they're both nuts.
Yes.
Which I do think is still true. But
I think he made her more nuts.
The way that they would tell stories about her in the press, the way that they would do headlines and stuff, like it was so shocking that at the time, and again, this was now, I don't know how many years ago that was now. A good amount of years, I would say. But it was when we still kind of trusted the news and trusted Twitter, or trusted, the conversation. And that is how the conversation was steered. And it's obviously been a witch hunt for her, throughout that whole thing. She, that ended horribly for her.
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp is, he's back working with Disney again. So nothing happened to him.
Yeah.
And her, there's a mark on her name forever, but they did the exact same thing to her. They were like, oh, she's gross. She shit on the bed. She, you know what I mean? Like the stuff that makes you, the only way you can cut down a beautiful woman is to introduce these
took the most
gross,
salacious, just to make her they literally tried to paint her as like a legitimate psychotic person.
Absolutely, and it's just so unfair. Like same thing they did with Blake, where they were like, oh, Blake would be on set burping and farting, and it was like, okay, she's so hot, so that's what you have to do to bring her down. It's so absurd.
God forbid somebody burps and farts. Like, literally, what is this?
It is so
This is
absurd.
America.
And these were the headlines that were running, literally front page of fucking Page Six or New York Post, whatever, that rag. Like, it's just so crazy to think. And now that our eyes have been opened, first of all, apologies to Amber and apologies to Blake on behalf of all these fucking people.
So many people owe her an apology.
So many people.
You know who owes her an apology? That fucking psycho interviewer woman. Who well,
that lady doesn't deserve a job anymore in that
she
field.
saw an opportunity,
she needs to relocate.
and she jumped on it. I'm talking about the lady that her and Blake got into that tiff when the lady was like, "Oh, how's your baby bump or
how's
something?
That little bump?
How's that little bump?
How's that little whatever the fuck?"
Yeah, and then now if you go on that woman's YouTube page, it's literally all just videos of her making up stuff about Blake Lively.
Yes, it's
crazy.
Her. It's making up stuff about Blake Lively and other celebrities being horrible. And she did one about Anne Hathaway.
Oh yeah,
being horrible interview with Anne, and all Anne did was say that she just didn't want to sing on command. She was like, "Sing us a song," and Anne was like, "Oh no, I don't. Yeah, that's not what we're doing."
Poor
here.
Anne. Justice for Anne.
Justice for Anne too.
God forbid you have an off day and all of a sudden you're labeled a diva that can't work with anybody.
It's also not even an off day. It's very.
Don't make me sing.
Exactly. It's very dance for me, clown. Yeah. Sing me a song.
Yeah.
It's fucking rude. And so that lady was rude. Oh, show us your little bump. That's also rude. Yeah. It's rude to say. And if you're pregnant or you're hormonal or you're whatever, to be like, show me yours. I would have said the same fucking thing. And that's why I so am I don't know. I just know that this whole Justin Baldoni situation has done hopefully reversible damage. Yeah. But I do believe that it's irreparable damage, and to some people. People are gonna for the rest of time think Blake Lively is a total fucking bitch.
1,000%.
It's gonna absolutely affect.
Hard to work with, diva, takes over projects.
Exactly. And it is so fucked up. Right. And that is really where we need to still be diligent about this whole thing, because yes, now we see that whole thing was a farce. But the trial still isn't until March, right? The actual trial is March 2026.
No. Well, I think
for Blake's lawsuit.
Oh yes.
So that
the sexual harassment case is still very much open and going on. Yeah.
And that's happening in the spring. But I think that this is also a good lesson to see they spun Blake's involvement and eagerness to be involved and work on that and be collaborative on it, and they spun it into she took over this whole project.
Yeah.
They did everything.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see it starting to unravel, and I hope it continues to unravel because everything that I saw concerning Blake talking about getting involved more with this project, it was very cut and dry what she wanted, and it was very cut and dry her taking the initiative to make those things happen despite other people standing in the way and not wanting her to be there and whatever. All those passive aggressive texts between Justin and his team. Yeah. She's taking over. She's this, she's that. It's like, okay, if you have no control over your fucking movie, then maybe she should take over.
Yeah,
you know
literally.
What I mean? Like, what's happening here? But I think that a driven woman who wants to have a bigger role in the creation of this movie and also instituting things within the movie that made the movie better, I think that they just don't want to give her the credit for making it what it was, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that we will see in time.
The cards will play out.
The cards will play out. We keep our sides of the street clean, et cetera, et cetera. So,
and I think there's a reason why Blake has been so quiet this entire time.
Yes. As she should.
I just want to read like like what actually.
Yes.
So it says Jessica Baldoni's massive $400 million extortion and defamation lawsuit against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds has officially been shut down after the It Ends With Us director missed a court-imposed deadline to amend his claims. In a new order signed on October 31st, U.S. District Judge Louis Lillman of the Southern District of New York ruled that Baldoni and his Wayfarer Studios co-plaintiffs let their opportunity to revive the case lapse, effectively ending their legal fight. Judge Lehman noted that the plaintiffs failed to respond on an October 17th order asking why final judgment shouldn't be entered, prompting the court to formally close the case. So yeah, they just didn't even have answers to this guy's questions, and they were like, "Well, let's just let this case die, and then if we just let it die, people won't notice."
And that I guarantee from the second they even introduced this potential lawsuit, that it was always going to go out like this, you know. And that was the risk. They felt that risk was worth taking because truly, this resolution will get buried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I am seeing it pop up everywhere and it's showing up, but it'll be out of the news by tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
Know? Meanwhile, Blake Lively every single day for a year she's getting shit on.
She couldn't do anything without it being brought up.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hello? They're coming for you, Justin.
Justin! Get your hands behind your back.
Legit.
Pervert. Where's my Olivia? Where's my costume?
Literally get these no pervs allowed.
Ridiculous. So yeah, screw him as always. Yeah. Justice for the women who have the courage to speak out against these quote unquote powerful men. Justin, not so powerful after all. Fuck you. 'Tis the season, Gia.
Yes.
To change your sheets.
Big time.
Who's not changing their sheets?
I haven't in a while. But I actually just did last week.
No, for real. Same. I over the weekend I did a full refresh, of course, courtesy of Bowl and Branch. Shout out to Bowl and Branch. I also have, where all our favorites are out. We're going into the holiday season, so we're bringing out all of our warm cozies.
Yes.
So I've got my quilted blanket out. I've got my knitted blanket out. I've got the robe on at all times. I'm ready to go. Bowl and Branch has everything I need and all the colors that I need.
Yes.
Especially leading into this holiday season. And we get to go to a fun little event soon for it and preview the holiday stuff. So we'll keep you guys informed.
Very excited to see all this stuff because everything they make is just the best quality, makes you feel good, makes you sleep good, makes you get nice and cozy. And Bowl and Branch has these bed bundles that are perfect for creating your sanctuary of comfort. It's an effortless upgrade. Everything you'll need is just with one ease of a click, and bundles for every kind of refresh, from new sheets and blankets to a complete transformation. There's also bundles for every type of sleeper, so you can have your coziest, coolest, or softest night's sleep. Bowl and Branch makes upgrading your bed easier than ever with curated bundles for your sanctuary comfort. Get 20% off bed bundles for a limited time, plus free shipping and returns only at bowlandbranch.com/TaylorWatch. That's BOLLAND branch.com/TaylorWatch for up to 20% off bundles. Exclusions apply.
Back to Taylor. So a couple of, one good big milestone. She is did we say this already? The first soloist?
No, we haven't said this. Nope.
The first soloist, Taylor, is to spend 90 weeks at #1 on the Billboard charts. She joins the Beatles in that that milestone. And congratulations.
Yes.
We were saying earlier before we got a pop in that the battle for the Billboard charts right now, it's Taylor Swift and K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they're just kind of playing back and forth. Like whoever's, one day Golden's #1, the next day Fate of Ophelia is #1, and they just keep switching on and off, which I think is crazy.
I also saw that she's the only artist in history to have all of her tracks on the Billboard Top 200 for a certain amount of weeks straight.
Love that.
Which is crazy.
Obsessed with that. And she just is. She is the moment. She is the girl.
She is the icon. This was a take actually. I'm interested in what you think about this because I was thinking about this over the weekend.
Yeah.
You know how they were saying like, oh, the Life of a Showgirl rollout is gonna rival Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Yeah.
And I think you could say that for like the first week for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it crazy for me to say that I was expecting like something bigger?
I could agree
like
to
maybe,
a certain extent.
And by bigger, I literally mean like one more music video.
I agree.
Or like, I don't know.
I'm surprised that there isn't another music video.
Yeah, something or like something of like a
second.
behind the scenes of like, I know they have the movie obviously, but like that was only in theaters for a couple days. I feel like that week was obviously so Showgirl, so Taylor, biggest thing ever. And not to say it died off because it definitely didn't because obviously with these charts, she's still topping. Everyone's still loving Showgirl.
Of course.
Everyone's still in their Showgirl era.
Yeah.
I guess I just was expecting like a bigger push of the album in a way. I don't know because we got so many variants.
Yes, I don't disagree. I think that she did. I think the press blitz like the week of and after when she did all that stuff like that was obviously
so
huge.
Much.
Yes, that was huge. But then once the press was done, it did kind of fall back into its natural progression of an album, and so we're exactly a month out from the from it.
So that's not saying that something could come in terms of another music. And obviously we're getting the documentary and things of that nature. So I don't want to seem like
I do feel like something will come in November. It's like the music video aspect has me wondering because she had so many costumes. Not only for Fate of Ophelia, but she had a bunch of other costumes that we didn't see that she did photo shoots in.
Right.
And where I'm sitting, it seems almost a waste to just like get dressed up in all these different outfits and then only take pictures. Like I just feel like they're from something.
Right.
And if they're not, maybe they're not. I mean, who cares? Get dressed up.
Right.
But I definitely thought there'd be another music video.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And I don't want to like poo-poo the rollout of everything because it was so fabulous, I thought. And obviously she put her whole pussy into it. She was doing so many fucking radio shows, everything.
Yeah.
So I don't want it to come across as if I'm like, oh, what? Like that was nothing. Because that's not how I feel at all. I just was like, bigger than Thriller?
Bigger than Thriller is a big thing to say.
Is an interesting comparison. And they never said that. Like Taylor's team never said that. That was just like the rumors.
Just the rumor mill was
they were like stadiums and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that was the case for the week of. But yeah, I'm very curious to know if we're going to get anything else.
I am too. I think that if there would have been like a Super Bowl announcement at the same time, that would have, and maybe that was my threshold in thinking of like bigger than Thriller. Super Bowl would have been bigger than Thriller.
Yeah.
But and they did Thriller at the Super Bowl. So that's kind of like a whatever. But I am in step with you on that because I do agree that it's kind of like, it burn bright, die young, bad girls do it well vibes. It's like we went totally fucking ham for 2 weeks and then we've kind of fizzled.
Yeah.
So
wondering, it's like,
watch
tonight,
am I tonight something.
I know. Am I like I do now that I'm saying it out loud, I feel like I'm a little bit of the crowd chanting more.
No, but I see.
But
your
I
perspective.
Yeah. Because I'm very satisfied with everything. Don't like.
Maybe they were including too in that idea or thought process of like all the merch that came out and like the individual CDs and like all the variants and that shit like that. But who knows? Oh, speaking of that reminded me of something I didn't write down. Speaking of variants, reminded me of Billie Eilish. Talking to a room of billionaires. Well, I posted that on my story, and Billie Eilish did a speech at a big event that apparently had a bunch of billionaires at. I don't actually know what the event was. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It was like a rich people event. And Billie donated like $11.3 million from her tour to charity or something.
Nice.
And she essentially was like, I'm doing this. Like, nobody needs to be a billionaire. Like, give up your money, shorty.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. I get annoyed. I understand. I like the sentiment. I get it. I don't like that Billie Eilish is always kind of shaming people about money and about variance and about
she's kind of always shaming.
I feel like she's just fake. Like that's not she. And also what bothers me about it is the charity was not like the charity was the money that went towards the charity came from the fans buying tickets to her shows, and there was an option for the show that was like the highest package, and included in that is a donation. Yeah. So it's not like Billie Eilish is dipping into her own pockets, and she like charged her fans to donate for this cause, which is fine. But don't act like you're up here, I'm the martyr, I'm this, I'm that, because that doesn't. I don't know.
Like it wasn't
That doesn't
technically out of
translate.
your pocket. It was,
like that doesn't really translate to
It was
me.
at the Music Innovator Award at WSJ Magazine Innovator Awards. So Wall Street Journal Magazine Innovator Awards.
Okay.
So I guess Mark Zuckerberg was in
like
the
front
crowd.
and center. Yeah.
And you know,
I'm
kind of in the middle here.
Yeah.
Because it is like, all right, girl, like you make a lot of money too. Obviously, she's not close to a billionaire, but like it does kind of seem a little shady.
Rich. She's rich, and she grew up in a very privileged way, even if she doesn't feel that way. She was like homeschooled for a long time, right? She's got like a crazy
I don't know
background.
about her like upbringing, honestly.
Her parents are like hippy dippy, and they like raised them to be like music kids. And only rich people in LA have that ability. Like that's true. Sorry, girl. Like,
that's true.
Like you've yes, you're extremely talented. Yes, you've worked hard, whatever, but you're still a kid, and also you've had a lot of legs up in your time.
Yeah, she does kind of acknowledge that though. Like she was like, I know I have a lot of money myself.
Did she say that?
She said, love you all, but there's a few people in here that have a lot more money than me. Yeah. If you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? No hate, but yeah, give your money away. She said, we're in a time right now where the world is really, really bad and really dark, and people need empathy and help more than kind of ever, especially in our country. I'd say if you have money, it would be great to use it for good things. Maybe give it to some people that need it. And like, I don't really think, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, like, I don't really know if she's technically like shading Taylor in that, because
I don't think she's shading Taylor. Yeah. The whole reason I was bringing it up, I didn't realize that it was like like Mark Zuckerberg was there. Or whatever. I thought she was like talking shit about other music artists. I didn't know it was like that. So I don't actually think she was shading Taylor, but I am curious as to why she always feels like she has the authority to like say shit like that. And here is what I say about the billionaire thing. I get the sentiment, eat the rich, whatever. I get it, but Mark Zuckerberg himself, he's not logging into his bank account and he's got $1 billion in there. Facebook is worth $1 billion. Like that's what Bezos, same thing. I'm sure he probably does have $1 billion, but like Amazon's worth $1 billion. Like the businesses that they're a part of are $1 billion. These people don't have $1 billion cash flow. Nobody has that. That's not real. So I don't know why everybody thinks like, yes, they have absurd amounts of money. They have an endless amount of credit. They can buy and get whatever the fuck they want. But when liquidity comes into it, it's not the case. It's not as easy as write a $500 million check tomorrow. It's not like that. That's not how money works.
Yeah.
I promise. It's just that's not how money works. Like Mark Zuckerberg is worth $1 billion.
He could.
And by the way, he has.
He's worth way more. He's worth like 20 million now. 20 billion to 20 to 30 billion.
I will say though.
Oh my God, he's worth 257 billion. He could cough up a check for $500 million.
But how much of that is Facebook? That's what I'm saying. Like, how much is Mark Zuckerberg, the man, worth? That is different than how much Facebook is worth. Zuckerberg, because that includes Instagram, it includes everything. You know what I mean? It's like there's a disparity there.
Right.
And I'm not saying that he's not rich. He's certainly rich, the richest man in the world right now, I think. You know what I mean? And so's Bezos, so's all those other guys who are rich as fuck.
Yeah, I guess I just feel like if you have the opportunity to be in front of a bunch of billionaires and being like, why the fuck aren't you guys like doing more?
Yeah,
I feel like take the opportunity. You know what I mean?
I also just think that
because they don't do anything. That's the thing. Like Mark Elon.
Mark Zuckerberg donates to charity constantly.
Does he?
He does. Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg is like, he's not an ethical billionaire at all. He's still a dickhead, but he is constantly donating to charities. His wife is actually a really big proponent of that.
just like
similar to Bill Gates. Bill Gates was always donating to charity. His wife ran that charity. Like there are some billionaires that are, I'm not saying, again, I don't want it to come across like I'm defending the rich, but it is, I think, very juvenile to be like, write a check. You know what I mean? Like, you're a billionaire, write a check.
Well, they can though. Like Taylor can write a check, so why can't they?
And she does. She does write checks.
So that's
but like,
what I mean.
so does he. So but at what point do you say, like, what amount of money could Mark Zuckerberg donate to whatever fake cause that Billie Eilish is talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, name dollar amounts and places to go, and I guarantee he'd write the check. Like, why not? But what amount of money would people be happy with Mark Zuckerberg writing a check and giving away?
Yeah, I get that.
And that line, so it's like he could give $500 million. He could give $5 billion to something, and people be like, yeah, but he's got 200 billion, so whatever. The line is never clear. And so I think to just be like, billionaires, donate your money, I think that is stupid. And I think that Billie Eilish, I just wish it was better presented. And I get that she wants to be like, I'm the cool girl, I'm still a kid and whatever. But if you're going up there and you do have the opportunity to encourage a billionaire to do it, don't be like, why are you a billionaire, shorty? Like, I'm not. That's a viral clip.
Yeah, I guess.
And now we're
the
talking
way
about
that she went about it probably wasn't like the most.
She's always does it like that, and I feel like if you want people to take you seriously in that way, then be professional. You're at the fucking Wall Street Journal Innovator Awards. Don't say why you a billionaire, shorty. Like, say it with your fucking chest.
Yeah,
you know?
I appreciate the sentiment though.
I want to, but coming from her, I don't.
Yeah,
because I think that she does this a lot, and I think that she talks shit, and then she does exactly what she's talked shit about. And it bothers me.
Yeah.
Like the variance thing. I don't forgive her for that.
Yeah.
For being like, fuck y'all with variance, and then 1 week later come out with 50 of them. Like, that is stupid to me.
Yeah.
And she's a spoiled brat in LA, just like everybody, you know? Like, I just don't, I'm not moved by her story. She doesn't have, I don't know, I don't think she has the legs to stand on it to be just blah, blah, blah about it, you know? But that, I mean, yes, of course, it'd be nice if billionaires would donate billions of dollars every day, but I do think that it's a bigger conversation than just that. And I think to run around and be like, billionaires shouldn't be billionaires. No one should be that. It's like, okay, yes, but also it's assets. It's not always cash.
Right.
And I think that is what people forget. Like, yeah, Mark Zuckerberg could sell probably half his houses and donate all that. Sure. But then after it'll never be enough. It will never be enough. So I don't know. Forget what I was talking about. Oh, the whole reason I even brought it up is because I want to say, I put it on my story and I was kind of like, what the fuck? And now I'm like, oh no, she was not shading Taylor. She was definitely shading like the rich people in the room. Which again, whatever, that's her prerogative. But before that, what were we saying? The 90 weeks of #1 Billboard charts. I think that these milestones of Taylor's are interesting because I wonder if she like keeps track of this. Like, who keeps track of all the milestones?
I don't think so.
Because they break every day, you know?
What was it like? Maybe it was like Jason when he was reading all the milestones. She was like, wait, I didn't even know that happened. Or something of that. Like, she was like doing an interview somewhere where they're like, oh, you did this? She was like, wait, what?
I think you're right. I think it was New Heights.
Maybe it was New Heights. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't think she's like... Ooh, you know what I mean?
Like another one off the list.
Maybe
they do a similar to us.
I think for like the big ones, probably.
And they announce it at a meeting.
Yeah.
But we had several people praising her over the weekend. We had Bob Mackie told a story about. Oh, and this was also something we were kind of talking about that was maybe could be misinterpreted, but I don't think that it was nefarious.
Right.
Bob Mackie said. Says legendary designer Bob Mackie reacts to Taylor Swift wearing some of his works in the Life of a Showgirl's photo shoot, which she did. He goes, I was kind of shocked myself because I was thinking Taylor Swift to be this girl who used to write songs about fairy tale princesses. There she is looking like a showgirl. She's amazing and much taller than I thought she would be and older than I thought she was. I thought she was still 14 or something. Not true. And I'm kind of cracking up at that because he's just like grandpa.
Yeah,
you know?
I said it to Kelly and I was like, is this shade? Like, is he being shady? I couldn't tell because it's like, who in this world doesn't know that Taylor Swift isn't 14 years old?
He's an old man.
But it's like, someone said, now let's be nice. He's old and clearly losing time perception.
Yes. No, 100%. And he is of the time. He's from the 70s. He's a famous 70s designer. He does, he's got the Cher stuff. I bet when he was like working with Miley a lot, and I bet he still does.
He's 85.
Yeah. He's old. And so I bet when he was working with Miley and stuff, I'm sure it was the same thing. Like, oh, this Disney Channel star is wearing my clothes. You know what I mean? Like, he's
I also feel like my grandparents are kind of like that too.
100%.
Like, just always think that people are like 15 years old. Yeah.
I was at a wake on Saturday morning for one of our family friends who passed away, and it was my mom's best friend, so it was a lot of my mom's like high school friends that were there and stuff, and people I haven't seen since I was a small child.
Right.
And that was the main conversation was, oh my God, you look just like your mother. Oh my God. What do you do now? What do you like? I'm literally 35 and people are like, wow, what? Like, I feel like that is
maybe
just
it's Bob not wanting to admit that he's old.
100%. Like a billion fucking percent. And people don't like to see kids getting older. Yeah. Like, oh fuck, that means me too.
Wait, well, you're not 14 years old?
Yeah. Honestly, I have that same vibe. If I see like my younger cousins and people like that, I'm like, oh my God, you have a job and you pay taxes? It's fucked up. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You were just like playing with the crazy daisy in my backyard backyard last week. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. That's so true. Yeah.
But in reality, it was 20
I was
years
like,
ago.
okay. And then I realized he was 85 years old, and I was like, okay, he's harmless.
Definitely not shading. Definitely not shading. But I do like that. I think that is kind of funny.
It's
like that's so
sweet.
grandpa.
Yeah, that he just like permanently has this image of her being like a fairy tale princess at like 14.
Being like debut Taylor, fearless Taylor, writing about. You know what? I feel most of these older people that work with her, and if they have this same sentiment, or if they feel like she's, all she does is write about fairy tales and whatever, it's because they know Love Story.
Yeah.
And Love Story talks about Romeo and Juliet and running away. Like,
literally.
I feel like people just judge based on that. So shout out to him. We also had some Tate McRae, her reaction to Taylor shouting her out several times.
Yeah.
She's hyped, so hyped she can barely talk about it. She mentioned me on a radio show, and then she mentioned me on, I think, Seth Meyers, right? And she was like, and I just couldn't believe it. All my friends were sending it to me, and I was just like, I couldn't believe it.
She's been a Swiftie for a while.
A long time. Yeah.
We stand Tate in this house despite the
the
one mishap.
We kind of forgot all about the Morgan Wallen thing, and I forgot about him, by the way. Where's he at?
No, he's in
gone?
the past.
Dead and gone.
Yeah, the song flopped. We'll forget about it.
Is that Good by Me?
Yeah,
that was good. The you know what I'm talking about, right?
The old me is dead and gone,
dead and gone. Yeah.
I turn my head to the east.
I turn my head to the west. I forget
Still
the words.
nobody inside, so I turn my head to the north. I swallow that pill they call pride.
Yes. Is that Timbaland's verse?
I think so. Yeah.
Is he even on that song? Dead and Gone?
No, it's T.I. It's T.I. Yeah.
Wow, is he still in jail? I feel like I am wondering about T.I.
was in jail?
For a while, yeah. T.I. jail, question mark?
Let's wow, he was, in 2020. He's not in jail anymore.
Oh, yes, he is.
What?
No, wait. T.I., who's a history of legal issues, including another possibility. Oh, no, sorry. There's another. I'm wrong. Why would they include both of these people? I typed in T.I. jail, and this is fuck AI. AI says the query T.I. jail likely refers to rapper T.I., Clifford Harris Jr., yes, who has a history of legal issues, including prison time for federal gun possession charge in 2007. And then it says another possibility is that it refers to rapper Tay-K, who was convicted of murder and sentenced to 80 years in prison in April 2025. No, not the same.
Not Tay-K.
Why are you putting them together like that?
Don't put T.I. in that.
So T.I. is no longer in jail, as far as we know.
Well, it said that T.I. was arrested over a case of mistaken identity and then was released in 2024.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that. 2018, he was in jail for a year.
Yeah.
For something else. You know what? Listen, he's troubled.
Listen, what are you gonna do, T.I.?
Dead and Gone was not enough to keep him out of jail, I guess.
It's a banger of a song.
So yeah, it is a banger. So anyway.
Yeah. Tate. And also, to round it out, Flo.
And then Flo.
Yeah.
Flo, she was speaking with Rolling Stone. She's doing press, huh?
Yeah, she's been doing a press for her new album.
Got it.
She was talking about her collaboration with Taylor. She said, Taylor was the most open collaborator. She was like, yes, whatever you want. Do your backing vocals all over it. I want it to be as Florence-y as possible. Go for it. I was like, well, I want to bang a drum too. And Taylor was like, yes, go for it. Getting to watch her construct those harmonies that she does was an amazing experience.
Very fun.
I also love this part too. She said, the way she writes songs is like short stories. She had a whole story around this song and why she wanted to write it and the Florida lore. I wanted to bring what I knew of Florida, which is Lauren Groff. Ooh. One of my favorite short story collections is called Florida, and Groff's from there. There's a story in it called Eye Wall about a woman who barricades herself in a bathroom during a hurricane and is visited by all the ghosts of her ex-boyfriends. And she's drunk and she's holding a chicken. It's an amazing, amazing short story.
I love that.
Yeah, so that's, I guess, how she got that right.
Wow, Florida background.
Yeah. So cool.
Barricaded in the bathroom with a bottle eye, and me and my ghost had a hell of a time. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I know. I always thought about how she thought of that imagery because I always love those lines. Oh,
me too.
So good.
Me too.
And Florence is just...
She's excellent.
You know what I was? 10 out of 10, artist, person, performer, everything. Aura, vibes. She's just so cool.
Fully. I was cracking the fuck up, though. I don't know if you saw the clip of her on Seth Meyers talking about rhyming.
No.
So she went on Seth Meyers and he asked her, he's funny, obviously. And he was like, oh, Florence, what do you say is the percentage of, what percentage of songwriting is just rhyming? And she was like, a huge part of it.
Yeah.
And she was like cracking up. And then she brought up, I guess there's like a website called like Rhymerizer. Or there's a website that helps you find rhymes.
Wait, I definitely know that website. I've used
I don't remember
it a million
it,
times. That's
what
so
she
funny.
said. But she brought it up, and then everybody was cracking up, and apparently it's like a lot of people use it, and so it was just a very funny thing. And she went on and on being like, yeah, you guys would be like, you wouldn't believe how much. And then she also said that people will come up to her and be like, that song really spoke to me and whatever. And then sometimes she'll be like, what did you think it was about? Because for her, it was just putting shit in the rhymerator or whatever it is, and it means nothing to her. Yeah. But then she also said that if someone comes to her with like a good analysis of her words that she didn't intend to have, she'll then like use that.
I love that.
When talking about it later. She's like, yeah, so if you've said something to me about my music, I've used it in interviews. Like,
I love that.
I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, because it's always like up to your own interpretation.
Totally.
Yeah, she's just so sweet and like so soft spoken. And
yeah, I love
so
her.
Cool.
She's whimsical.
Yeah,
she's
a witch.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
totally. Love her. So yeah, that was them. And then we also have something crazy going on. The museum in, I don't want to get this wrong.
In Germany.
That houses the original Ophelia painting now has the outside has a big you know how in museums when they have columns they put those big things there.
Yeah.
It says home of Taylor Swift's Ophelia, the Museum Wiesbaden is what it's called, and they have the picture of the Ophelia thing outside. And then when you go to the exhibit with the it's not really an exhibit, it's just a painting. But when you go see the painting, displayed next to it in German, I can't read it, but it's a projected on the wall, and it's Taylor Swift as Ophelia. Yeah. And I assume it says something along the lines of like...
It says, Swifties and art lovers can look forward to a short guided tour of the work, which combines Swift's song and the story behind the character of Ophelia. Visitors who come to the museum dressed as a Swiftie or as the tragic beauty Ophelia will receive free admission.
Ooh!
That's fun. Yeah, it's very cute.
Is that... Wait, sorry, did you say about the event? The event
yes.
There was? Yeah.
Fans worldwide were excited about the Star... the special event Sunday, November 2nd.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was it was like in a special like lecture hall room.
Oh, cute. Okay.
I'm just discovering this in real time. I didn't realize.
Very cute.
But yeah, so they turned it into like a so it was Taylor Swift's Ophelia at the museum. Wiesbaden. It was a sold out event.
It included a short guided tour of the artwork and an exploration of Ophelia as the character. And they were encouraged to attend in costume.
Cute.
It's very cute.
Very fun, very smart. And someone else was saying like, or someone obviously tweeted the typical words of sorry, but this is actually fucking iconic. Her impact is beyond insane. It really is. I mean,
we're getting the people out to learn art history,
which is so important.
Yeah, for sure.
It's really important, and I think something that
especially this day and age.
Absolutely, open the fucking schools. And
yeah,
if you want to open the schools, then go to the museum.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah,
but I think just like we're saying, I think that this, her impact is crazy, but it is so nice that Taylor Swift is for lack of a better word, she's a smart artist, and her references and her imagery pulls from art, real art, whether it be books or art on the wall or sculpture, whatever it is. And, Greek mythology, like wherever it comes from, she pulls it from these, folklore of times past, whatever you want to say. But I love that because she can sing in the present, she can sing about the now, and she can slip in a couple of things. People get so mad when she does that. Yeah. But I love that it requires a little bit of work to fully understand her references, and it makes people open a book or go to a museum or or experience something new that will enrich your life instead of just like brain rotting doing an apple dance. No offense, but. No shade, but
I'm dead. Yes.
You know what I mean? Like nobody went to the museum for the apple dance. Like
I mean, for sure, it's hard to find another artist that like makes their listeners think so much when they're listening to music
or feel inspired to learn new things. And I think that the story of Ophelia, all of that, the painting, etc. It's just cool that now there's a whole group of people who never probably would have read or cared about Hamlet, etc. Now know.
Totally.
And that's thanks to Taylor. And she's just really good at that. I'm trying to think of something else.
Saving the generation.
Trying to think, she really is. I'm trying to think of something else that is similar to this, like that brought people's attention to it.
Ooh, I don't know. From Taylor's work?
From her, yeah. Obviously, I mean, Romeo and Juliet, but that I think is a story, obviously everyone
I'm trying to think of when she did like something that like
Torture Poets. Did we get were there people running around like doing something like this?
I feel like definitely, and then also having what's his face in the Ethan Hawke with good like
yes.
what
Oh, right. At the
Dead
Fortnite.
Poets Society.
Dead Poets
Like I
Society.
feel like that all kind of like is a good like history lesson, good like
Totally.
learning lesson of like what that whole story is about.
Absolutely.
Trying to think of other things.
Clarabout.
For sure.
Great example.
For sure. I mean, you could even say the Kennedys.
The Kennedys.
Like low key.
Yes. Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
Like there are references that she makes that are just, they're well done. They're so well done. I think this one really knocked it out of the park in terms of
Patty and
Patty Smith, Dylan Thomas.
Dylan Thomas.
People you would never know before that.
I don't know who Dylan Thomas was.
Well-renowned poets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody
Yeah,
else.
we'll have to
I think
try to think of
earlier
more
works.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Tim McGraw.
Fallout Boy.
Teaching the people to avoid John Mayer like the plague.
Exactly. a very important life lesson.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have to think more about the like cultural significance.
I'm sure
this
there's
is
so
definitely
many.
the biggest one.
For
I think.
sure,
Like, if people
for
are
sure.
going out to see the original. And by the way, I'd love to go see it. If I ever find myself over there, I would love to see it.
I would die. Let's go to Germany.
Let's go.
I've always wanted to go.
Me too.
Yeah.
I went through their airport, through Munich.
Me too.
A couple
I've only
times.
been through Frankfurt a couple times.
And
I
I
had
like
a
it.
bomb ass fucking Frankfurter. I'll tell you that right
so
now.
Did I? Did yours have? I was in the airport, but did yours have like the udder, like their? So in the airport.
No, mine did not have an udder.
In the airport, I was there for like.
It came straight from the cow.
Yeah, basically, yes, that's right. I get the mustard from the cow.
Ew.
I was in the airport waiting for a layover, and I was there for like an hour and a half maybe, and I was like, all right, I'm the only time I've ever been in Germany.
Yeah.
Gotta get a Frankfurter, gotta get a beer.
Yeah.
So I did both those things, but when I got the Frankfurter, it was like at like one of those carts or whatever, but in the Munich airport, they're all fancy. Like it's really done up.
Very
nice.
fancy.
It's a very nice airport. And so they had the dogs they're giving out, and then they also hanging up along the thing, they had the squeeze bottles, but they were upside down like udders. So you would go up to it and you would just like squeeze,
That's
squeeze,
awesome.
squeeze. It was. But they had like ketchup, but also like mustard. I'm sorry, mayo. Like I put mayo on the dog. Like it was.
I
feel
feel
some
like
sort of aioli. I don't know what it was, but
I feel like the Germans, they definitely experiment with their condiments.
they bring it with the sauce.
That's for sure.
And I loved it. I was loving it. But I had never seen it before. I thought it was really smart. They also were attached to chains, so you couldn't like run away. Like you had to pull it.
That's
you had to do it, and
hilarious.
you couldn't like pull it all the way off. Because
Yeah,
it was, like,
yeah,
attached to a chain. It was crazy.
Damn, we gotta go to Germany.
We got to get there.
Yeah.
So we're ready to go. There's that, and lastly on our Taylor list, we have the Swifties doing good. Swifties coming out in droves for those who are going to be affected and literally are already being affected by the SNAP decision.
Yeah.
Gia, explain this a little bit better because you have the thing up.
Yes.
Feed America is what the Swifties are getting involved in.
Yes, Feeding America is a organization that obviously helps feed people who cannot have access to food. So Swifties for Hope is a great Twitter page if you guys are interested in following, because they're always kind of like advocating and educating people on different they were previously Swifties for Kamala. Damn. R.I.P.
Damn. And that's why you follow them already.
Yes, yes.
That was your crew.
So they tweeted
Swifties
that
for Hope.
they tweeted on Friday, Swifties were fundraising for Feeding America to support food banks nationwide. Tomorrow's SNAP benefits will halt. The 42 million Americans who rely on them, and they'll need help. Donate $13 or whatever you're able to at the link below. So it's kind of like a virtual food drive, and they've already raised $29,373. $29,373. Their next milestone is $32,000. Their goal is $55,000.
Fantastic.
They said we
Great
created
work by the
this
Swifties.
fundraiser to help provide these much needed meals to our neighbors through the Feeding America network of food banks. Okay, so they're food banks.
Right.
And we're asking you to
virtual
join our
food drive,
clubs.
you were saying? Yeah.
So if you guys are interested, I'll put the link in there in the bio. Just because, a lot of people, unfortunately, are going to be suffering hard. And as the months get colder, it's just going to be really, really brutal for these families out there. So, do what you can.
Do what you can.
Yeah.
I wonder, so the SNAP benefits are being shut down because of the government shutdown. So they're paused. They're paused because of the government shutdown. And that is something I as much as I like to dip my toes, I don't understand the ins and outs of a government shutdown. I really don't. And
Honestly, me neither.
I don't get it. Like,
all I know is that it's bad.
Of course it's bad. Yeah. Like, it's terrible. Yeah. But I'm like, who is shutting it down? You know what I mean? Like,
are the Republicans say it's the Democrats say it's the Republicans. It's hard to even like know what clarity. It is. And I know
you
it
see
really
this and you're like, figure it out. You know what I mean? You're like, how the fuck? Like,
because
it's been
shut
down for
I just
weeks.
feel like there's so much division. Like, I don't know if it's like the House or the Senate or what it is. I should probably do more research on like what makes a government shut down. Yeah. I think it's like. If I'm making an educated guess, I would assume it's like they're trying to make a decision on an important law or an important bill or something of that nature, and they can't come to the decision. So they're just like, we're just going to take a pause on the government.
The way that I interpret it is almost as if people are on strike. Like the workers of the government are on strike and they like refuse to work. That's how I interpret it. I don't actually know if that's true, but I do feel like the government gets shut down like every other day. But this has been going on since the album came out.
It says when Congress fails to pass new funding legislation or a short-term funding bill.
Okay,
so that makes sense. So maybe it is the whole SNAP program that they can't agree on, or something of that nature,
or something in that same
something
pot.
In that, yeah. But I know it's really affecting airports.
Yeah,
like people aren't getting paid, so they're like not showing up because like, why the fuck would I go to my job?
This is what's going to happen. It happened at Newark Airport a while ago. It's like there's not going to be enough people showing up for work, and then flights are delayed and people are crashing.
LaGuardia, they had the planes taking off and landing on the same runway.
That's insane.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? Like that's so insane.
So insane.
I just. It really is a trickle down situation. You don't realize it's going to get affected until it's too late. Yeah. But I think that, the government shutdown's been happening since the album came out.
Yeah, I know.
Coincidence? No, I'm kidding. Imagine.
Yeah, right.
But I remember, because there were a few more times where we were supposed to go on the news and they kept having to move stuff around. Being like, sorry.
Like the government shut down. Like, I don't know. Yeah,
we can't do the light and fun Taylor segment because there's a government shutdown going on. And so, that was that was going on.
If you guys are interested or have any extra, because I know it's hard to even donate these days because people are really strapped for cash and everything, and
it's hard to find real places to donate.
Yeah, for sure. I mean? So Feeding America is a great organization.
Is a well-established organization.
Yeah, check it out if you're interested in donating.
Absolutely. Shall we move into our homework?
Yes, I'm excited for this. I'm very curious to your answers.
Me
for
too.
This.
I leaned over to Gia and I said, "I think I have the perfect." I think I have the perfect. But now, of course, I get. Yes. Then I get.
So we were told. I'm pretty sure somebody gave us this homework, or maybe it was. I think it was
it might have been a hybrid
extraction from previous homework.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's other homework that we were gonna do too. The match up songs that remind us of other songs, but we decided today that we need more brain power and maybe a little weed.
Yeah. And listen, this girl's taking a college course for that shit.
Exactly.
So we're doing this off our own brain power.
Exactly. And I did dox myself via email, and I didn't see an email. With the
yeah, true.
Thanks to everyone for being really cool about it, but also I didn't get the syllabus either. So I would like
maybe she's like not allowed to send it.
Maybe not. I mean, I would never say your name.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
I mean,
so I'm just so curious about what they what the
because
the
what could happen
like
low key. I could see like a syllabus getting out there and people being like, "This is what college is teaching the youth of America these days."
That is true. Well, we would never shine a bad light.
Universities are brainwashing.
So
you know what I mean?
Not the liberal universities.
You know what I mean? Like I could totally see that.
People are shaking in their boots when they see a liberal arts college coming.
No, literally. God forbid you have a communications major.
The craziest thing is that craziest thing about the school I went to in the South was that it was a liberal arts college. Like it was a Methodist
High Point
school
is a liberal arts college?
It's Methodist, but it's also liberal arts. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wow, that is crazy.
I know.
I
was a marketing major, communications minor. And their biggest school, I think now, their business school might be up there, but their communications school was like their biggest. But you'd be shocked.
That's so funny.
There are liberals everywhere with eyes, for those with eyes to see.
Even at High Point University. Where their hallways are rugs, and they have filet mignon.
We have chandeliers in every hallway, and filet mignon once a week at least. I did love High Point, but okay. So now let's launch into it. Like she was saying, we're doing our homework was to assign. Now that we have 12 Taylor Swift albums, we are to assign an album to each month.
Yes,
based on vibes or whatever it is.
Yeah, based off your own personal thoughts and feelings.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start off with the first month of the year, January. Who would like to go first? Would you like to go first? Or sure.
I will? Okay.
I went with Tortured Poets Department.
So did I.
Perfect.
That makes total sense.
Yes. dreary January. You're not really seeing the sun that much. It's snowing. It's cold.
It's a good time for self-reflection, pulling yourself into the new year, discarding of the old, sloughing off that drama.
And you know what kind of always puts it in January for me? I look in people's windows.
You're right, because
such a January song to me.
It totally feels like, because she says
I attend Christmas parties from outside.
So yeah, looking through your windows. Yeah. It's very wintertime.
Yeah.
Walking around in a light squall.
For sure.
A small blizzard.
For sure.
With like a hat and just think Bridget Jones at the end of Bridget Jones.
And maybe you're smoking a cigarette.
And maybe you've got a cigarette. And maybe you're crying a little.
That's for
and maybe there's mascara running down your face, but you just don't care because you're walking around and you're
because you're literally
your hologram stumbles into my
exactly
apartment.
Like that's
literally.
so January to me too.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you guys tell that Chloe Sam's favorite Marcus is like
it's
my
your favorite song? Yeah, literally.
I think I can finally say
it's so
like,
good.
It really is my fave. I love that song. Okay.
February. Lover.
Of course. Yeah. Me too. That was an easy one.
Yeah.
Just because it's like Valentine's.
Right. And
it
least favorite month to least favorite album.
So true. But I am surprised that you put it in your birthday month.
I know. February is just so February. Like,
it's so dreary.
Yeah. So, February 14th, Lover.
And Lover does have that. And I feel like Lover mixes so well with the idea of Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day is one of those holidays where it's like, if you have someone and you're in a love bubble and you get to go to dinner and there's flowers and it's cutesy, it's like cutie cute. Love it.
It's very.
But there is another side of Valentine's Day, which obviously the single side, that too, but there's also a side of Valentine's Day that is that desperation and that feeling of like, we got to make this good. Like it's pressure almost for the relationship, which I think that people overlook. That sometimes Valentine's Day can be a little too stressful.
For sure.
And for both parties.
Yeah.
And I think that it brings in that like, you love me, right? And I feel like Lover kind of gives that energy.
That's a great juxtaposition. Comparison. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. For March, I have Speak Now.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that. How come?
So to me, Speak Now is kind of always like a little juvenile in the songs. Obviously, I think the lyricism is amazing, everything, but I think like the things that she was going through at that time is very teenager. So to me, like March is kind of when like it starts to get warmer and the weather's changing and you're going into spring. So it's kind of like you're still like young and you're getting like this new rebirth almost.
Totally.
So that's kind of how I see it.
Love that. Okay, I have Life of a Showgirl actually for March, which this was hard to place here because it was much easier to place all the other albums. It was kind of hard to place Life of a Showgirl.
I agree.
This is I feel least confident about this placement, but I think I've got it. Similarly to what you were just saying about how it's like rebirth, starting of the year, springtime, like, it doesn't get warm. There's still some snow, but there is a little bit of that. There are a few peaks of what's to come.
For sure.
And I also think that March is the month that you just gotta just muscle the fuck through it. Put on your feathers and perform. Spring is on the way, but you just got to get through that last stretch. And I feel like Life of a Showgirl is a little bit about that. Like obviously there's the love parts of it, but the song itself, Life of a Showgirl, it's like get through it. I think that there are a couple of lyrics and feelings that are on Life of a Showgirl that can kind of give you that feeling of like, all right, there is a light at the end of this tunnel. I am kind of coming out. And Fate of Ophelia kind of kicks off a good, like, I thought I was dead and now I'm alive.
Yeah, and I kind of like, and I kind of see that with Speak Now too, honestly. Totally. So for April, I have Life of a Showgirl.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, because similar to what you were saying, I felt like April was when like you're finally out of that winter hub, because March, like, it's still very much snow sometimes.
Totally.
So like, you were dancing through the lightning strikes all throughout the winter. It was really getting to you. Now you're finally like seeing some bright skies, Life of a Showgirl.
April showers also, etc.
Yeah, and you kind of want to, you kind of feel that seasonal depression going away.
Without question.
Yeah.
I have, in a very similar reasoning for putting in here, I have Fearless in April.
Okay.
I think, if I'm correct, Fearless TV came out in April.
Okay.
I think. And so it kind of stuck with me in that way. But to what you said about it being like, we're coming out of this haze, it's starting to get better. I feel like Fearless is so good for that. Like shake it all off. You know what I mean? Like, not literally, that's later, but it's like you you're coming into this, your childlike wonder is coming back. You're willing to enter into the rest of the year with a positive attitude. And I feel like Fearless brings that. But there are a couple downers on Fearless in case you still want to,
for sure,
want to hang on to that last little.
I feel like the spring months were the hardest. March, April, May were the hardest.
Definitely. I totally agree with you.
So for May, I have Fearless.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of just thinking Fearless to me is like upbeat, but also has like some anger. She's so young. Like May, I don't know. I just always felt like Fearless and May go along. If I was in between Fearless going in like June or July, because I feel like it also kind of gives summer vibes.
Totally.
But I feel like Fearless always kind of hits like right when you are starting to like get into summer. So I went Fearless.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think it's a good placement. People are going to hate the placement I have for May.
Oh.
And I well, hear me out, because I know it's fall-y. But I've had another album kick it right out of the fall, unfortunately, and it's Red. I'm putting Red in May.
Interesting.
And I know people aren't going to like that, but I kind of have it for reasons like that, where she's still a little bit young. Red gives me vibes of like, I had a crazy school year, and now we're coming out on the other side of it. And I think that if we're talking May, it's like end of school. It's, whatever. Like I view Red in a different way than, because you guys know I don't really like Red.
Yeah.
So, but really it's because of that like juvenile side to it.
I get that for sure.
But in the same way that you feel about Speak Now, there are obviously beautiful words and lyrics and themes and stuff. I also just think it's kind of, it's a little more kick-ass than the fall is, Like I feel like, everyone wants to say fall because of All Too Well and the leaves and the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I feel like Red just kind of has that like punch of energy that I don't have in the fall, Like I feel like, or at least I don't have all the time.
Yeah,
so
I get that.
It kind of, it flows into May for me.
Get that.
Yeah.
For June, I have Reputation.
Ooh.
Yes. Because I feel like June is such a fun month. So much stuff's going on. Your summer really starts to kick off. You got plans every weekend. You're going out. You're feeling good. You got a tan.
Yep.
Reputation. Nothing, I don't care about anything. I don't care about anyone. It's summer. I'm on my own shit.
Love that. Absolutely love. I have Debut for almost identical reasons. Debut is such a June, and that was like the first one I did, because I was like, Debut is so like, summer's about to be here. Throw on those cowboy boots and just dance and sing outside under the stars. The weather's getting nice at night. Like when I picture Debut in my head, it's like, it's the last week of June or the second to last week of June, and I'm driving around and my windows are down because it's finally getting warm out.
Yeah.
And the skies are clear, and I'm going to, school's out. I'm going over to my friend's house. We're going to like light a bonfire in the backyard and drink beers and just like sing our hearts out.
Yeah.
And I feel like Debut is perfect for that.
Yeah. So I have July, I have Debut.
Nice.
Because again, like you were saying, I feel like July 4th really like threw it in there for me, just because like the America holiday.
Totally.
I feel like Taylor was just the embodiment of like the quintessential American girl, like during her debut era.
She was very much Miss Americana.
Yeah, totally. And like you said, putting on your cowboy boots, the weather's nice, you're on a boat. Like I'm picturing like I'm only me when I'm with you.
Yep.
July, driving with the windows down. And I feel like the aesthetic of Taylor Swift fits, or Debut, Taylor Swift fits like the aesthetic of July almost.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I put Debut in June first, again, because of I think my own personal like, school memories, but it could have been June or July for sure, for those same reasons. Okay, for July, I have 1989. I did it. I moved it up. I put it in the summertime like it should have always been. It, I think, gets mislabeled as like a fall album because it came out in the fall and it was re-released in the fall. But when she put it back out, Taylor's version, obviously there are seagulls in the back, and it seems it's beach forward.
Yeah.
I could also see an argument for it being like an August or a September for those reasons, like end of summer, which that's my favorite time of year. But I think that Shake It Off, Blank Space, like the bangers on that album are really
summer,
for
sure.
And even the sad ones are still kind of like, like Clean is still I think of a summer rain, walking around in a summer rain, like the rain came pouring down when I was drowning, that's so I could finally breathe. Like those, it has a lightness to it while also being heavy. And I think that applies for July. Yeah,
I agree with that. And then August, Folklore
has to be.
Explains itself.
We've already got the song. We've got the song putting it there.
But also just the vibes too. Like the end of summer. I feel like I love August and September. I think those are my two favorite months.
Me too,
and and I feel like people would think that Folklore would be more of like a winter.
Agreed.
But I feel like it fits perfectly in August as the summer's coming to an end. Things are a little bit slower. Like, you're kind of feeling like, wow, like I went through this whole like kind of change throughout spring and summer and all this stuff. And
it's introspective as well.
Yes, it's a very good time to get introspective is at the end, is in August, I feel like.
It's also a good, it's a good marker for like, right above the roller coaster to go down into the rest of the year. Like think about these things and move forward. So many of those songs are so good. Obviously, it helps that the album came out in August as well, and that there's the August, song on it. But matching it to that time when it came out, it was just so perfectly what we needed at that time.
Yeah, literally.
That I think that Folklore is the only album that I assigned to a month without thinking about the vibe necessarily at all. Like I was like, oh, it's obviously this. You know what I mean? Like there was no other option for Folklore in my mind. Like it was like, it's just this for sure. And I think that does have to do with like how it was released, when it was released. Like it's so ingrained in that time of my life. I can't imagine it anywhere else.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
So, for September, I have 1989.
Nice.
Yeah, I just feel like
September.
It's so 1989 to me. The aesthetics, like just the color blue is so September to me.
I'm with you.
Especially the 1989 shade of blue. But yeah, like I think also with Taylor's version coming out in October, it kind of just puts me in that time of year anyways.
Totally.
But September's still like such a fun month. You're still kind of like coming off the end of summer. And yeah, I just feel like you're still in that like happiness haze of summer. And September's so fun, and like it's kind of when things start gearing up again for like the rest of the year. So
you
kind of got to get back into it almost.
September is the season premiere of the year.
For sure.
And we know that. Or it's the season premiere of like the last,
like the winter almost.
Yeah, like
or
the season. Or
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to work on that. But I wish so badly that like, and I wish that we could get to a place in technology where I could be thinking something and project it out for everyone to see. Like that's the only thing I will sign on.
I get what you mean. Like
the way that I'm seeing it, I just know that you'll agree. And
there's
no way to describe it because it's just the way that I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yes, because it's a feeling. It's like you're describing a feeling of the way something looks. It's very hard to describe.
Yeah.
That's why Taylor's so good at it. That's why they pay her the big bucks, I guess.
So true.
September for me, I have Speak Now.
Okay.
And I do that solely because, a couple reasons. One, I think it fits in with the vibe. I actually think purple is a pretty good September color. I also think that there are bits of Speak Now that are too introspective and also just a little, a little back to school. And I think that specifically The Story of Us, if you guys have seen the music video for it, she's like in a school library. Whatever. So that weighs heavily for me.
Yeah.
And there are some like sad songs on there that I think hit harder in the fall.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For October, Midnights.
Me too.
Yeah.
And that's a big accomplishment for Midnights to kick Red out of there.
Totally.
Like,
totally.
Big,
very hard because then I had a really hard time placing Red and Evermore.
Yep.
But October is just so Midnights to me.
It's so Midnights.
The weather's getting colder, the spooky season, staying up all night, like
you can
really
wear
getting in your feels. Yes.
Fur jacket, like cutie sparkles, but like in a chic way.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of going back into those like cool trendy. You're not just wearing like jean shorts and a tank top.
Right. Midnights is so October.
Speaking of Midnights, actually, forgot to bring it up at the beginning when we were talking about Halloween. Did you see all the people doing for Halloween being like Taylor in the Midnights? Like when when she's like looks high as fuck. And she looks high and whatever.
During like the midnight rain.
Yes,
yeah.
The amount of people recreating that video, like it's the Spotify video. So if you like go to Spotify for Midnights, it plays her like she just looks high as balls.
She has the really green glittery eyeshadow on.
Yeah.
So
she's
so
just
funny,
like rolling around.
And it's like, I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean you're high as fuck, Taylor Swift?
In the Spotify preview video, that's literally. But I thought it was so funny, and I saw so many of them. But a lot of people just were not getting the lighting right.
No, they were not.
You gotta get that ring light up your nose.
Yes, and like your eyes have to be red.
They have to be red. Like you can't pretend to be smoking weed. No, you need to smoke weed to make that video. Like there's no other way. And so, but I did see a couple that were really, really good. So shout out to those
that was
who
really funny,
really committed.
So November, I have Red.
That's a good one.
Fall.
It is very
all too well 10-minute version. The scarf, everything about Red to me is November.
If I were not If I were not so sure of my November choice, which is Evermore.
I know.
Red, like second for Red would be November, but unfortunately Evermore exists.
Yeah.
And it is so.
And Great November. I've been down since July.
Yeah. Like it is just
Dude,
so
I wanted
good.
to put Evermore in November too.
I know.
And I have Evermore in December. And I don't like that.
It came out in December, so it makes sense
Yeah.
to be associated like that.
But you know
I think
what
it's
made me
too-
think? Sorry,
Yeah. No, I was saying
you know what made me be like, oh, you know what? This actually does make sense. Evermore in December. 'Tis the damn season.
Completely.
Yeah.
No. I would say that Evermore makes complete sense in December.
Okay,
And
yeah.
if not for November, I would have put it in
Yeah,
December.
okay.
For sure. Because one, it came out in December.
Yeah.
And it has 'Tis the damn season. And it does have that like end of year, like, you know, we're cozying up for
Yeah.
winter. Like it's the
Very
moody
seasonal
sister.
depression, yeah.
Yeah, it's the emo sister to folklore. We all know that.
Yeah.
And I think November's a great
So
time
August
for that.
and December are good. Yeah.
Right. And so I think that that Evermore, though, to me, still has that feeling of like warmth from the fall. Like, you know how sometimes fall has like that because of the leaves.
No,
maybe?
Evermore totally
Yeah.
like has like a red.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not so cold.
Not red
to
the
me.
album, but red the color.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It's not so cold that I would put it in December. And for my December, I have Reputation. And that is obviously New Year's Day. But
Yeah.
also, I just think that December is such a clusterfuck of a month with parties and love and family and this and
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
and
yeah.
everybody's getting stuff in before the end of the year. And
Yeah.
it's just chaos in the best way. And I feel like Reputation is chaos in the best way. And New Year's Day really just, it's hard to put it, it's hard to have New Year's Day in an album and put it in a different month.
Yeah,
you know, for
I
me.
agree. I
For
agree.
me. And I just love rap, and it's my birthday month, so I put my favorite.
Yeah, yeah.
Love.
That Red and Evermore were probably like my hardest, but now that I'm thinking about it, I actually do really like my list.
I think we both have really good lists.
Yeah, I agree. And ours are pretty similar.
They are. We really only switched up like red.
I'll
and-
read mine out full and then you read
Yeah,
yours out.
yeah.
So for January, I have Tortured Poets, February, Lover, March, Speak Now, April, Life of a Showgirl, May, Fearless, June, Reputation, July, Taylor Swift, August, Folklore, September, 1989, October, Midnights, November, Red, December, Evermore.
That's a great lineup.
Yeah.
Like that's great. Okay. I've got January TTPD, February Lover, March Life of a Showgirl, April Fearless, May Red, June Debut, July 1989, August Folklore, September Speak Now, October Midnights, November Evermore, December Reputation.
Nice.
Love. That was a really fun
Yeah, that was
exercise.
fun.
And I do think that a lot of them can be shifted around.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
would be way harder to do with songs. Maybe one day we do like how many this is a question that I don't even know the answer to.
Oh.
How many songs does Taylor Swift have? Like period. I'm going to look it up. How many songs?
300, I'm going to guess 350.
That's the first thing that came up. You're guessing 358?
Yeah.
So there's a couple of answers.
Okay. Right, like what about Taylor's versions?
Total number. Okay, so it says Taylor Swift is a very large, and again, this is AI. I wish there was just one thing. Genius reports the total number of her songs is over 1,700, which would include various versions and other
Right,
works.
I feel like that also probably includes like
It says her official discography includes numerous studio albums, re-recorded albums, live albums, and singles, while a precise number is
Right.
difficult to state due to different ways of counting, including covers, collaborations,
right,
and
like I'm
tracks.
thinking just the 12 albums, how many songs are in each album?
One analysis from 2018 counted 286 of her original songs.
Okay.
Someone says that she's the sole writer of over 60 songs. How many has she made in total? It says Taylor Swift has written or co-written a total of approximately 274 songs. This includes 124 songs she wrote entirely on her own. There's so many conflicting things.
Yeah.
And 252 total songs
We'll just have to do the math.
as of mid-2024. Yeah, we should just count.
We'll just have to do the math of each album, how many songs are each, and then
Yeah.
times it by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we do that right now, quick?
Ugh.
You want to have a calc and I'll just tell you the numbers?
Yeah.
That'll be easy.
Okay, let's see.
Because I know it does sound like a lot, but I'm so curious about this and we should know this.
Yeah.
Let me get to her.
Taylor Swift first album ever.
Well, you take the I'll just go through Spotify.
Yeah.
So you have the calc. So we've got
So Taylor Swift is
there's
15.
Yeah, 15 songs on Taylor
Yeah.
Swift plus should we do like Fearless Platinum edition?
Yeah.
Fearless Platinum has 19.
Okay.
Speak Now Deluxe has 20.
Okay.
Red Deluxe. Oh no, but we should do Red Vault with Vault tracks right now.
Oh, are we doing Taylor's versions as well?
Well, because they have the vault tracks.
Right, that is her.
But they would have the same from like Deluxe is also on, right?
Yeah.
So
we're including vault tracks?
We're including vault tracks.
Okay.
30 for Red.
Okay.
Hold on, compared to what would Red Deluxe be? Red Deluxe is 22, so that makes sense.
Okay.
30 for Red. We've got the Till Dawn edition. We've got 23 on Midnight's Till Dawn edition.
Okay.
We have 22 on Speak Now, Taylor's version.
Okay.
We've got 22 on, wow, a lot of 22, on 1989, Taylor's version.
Okay.
We have 31 on Torture Poets Department.
Yep.
And then we have 12 on Life of a Showgirl. Did we miss any?
Reputation.
Oh my God.
And Lover.
How dare
and
I?
Folklore and Evermore.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Reputation has 15.
Yeah. Oh,
you know why?
shit.
Because
Hold
I
on.
scrolled back up into the Taylor's versions. I skipped right past them.
Wait, what song had 12? Oh, Life of a Showgirl.
Life of a Showgirl
15
12.
was what? Rep?
15 is Rep.
Okay.
Then we've got 17 on Folklore Deluxe.
Yep.
We've got 17 on Evermore Deluxe.
17 on Evermore Deluxe.
Poor Lover.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my God. And then 18 on Lover.
18 on Lover.
And I think that's everybody.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, wait, is there 13 albums on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13 albums. This
is so hard.
I know.
Okay, you know what, y'all? We're going to have to do
I know. We're going to have to,
day.
like, literally write
Did
them all.
I do Fearless twice? Y'all, I don't know.
I know.
This is going to be something that we'll have to do later. You know what? You can do all that math that we just said, and you can get back to us. We're not math people.
Somebody just tell us the answer.
And it's really hard to do. But we will have, for Thursday's episode, we will have the official
Yes.
number of songs that Taylor Swift has written in her life. But it sounds like it's around 300.
Yeah, I would guess 350 around.
Yeah. That makes more sense, including vault tracks. So, but yeah, there's, you know what though? But we're missing like Christmas Tree Farm and
I know.
all
That's
that
what I'm
shit.
saying. Like, do we include all those extra songs like
It's
Carolina and like Safe and Sound?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
Gary
if I would.
Lightbody. He's not on the same thing, but I just always think about him.
For sure.
Anyway, so we'll figure that out by next week. It was not as easy as we thought.
Nope.
But shout out to everyone who is always submitting homework for us. This is our self-inflicted homework. Please feel free to send even more. And go ahead and make sure you leave voicemails before our episode on Thursday.
Yes.
And that number is
347-450-0723. 347-450-0723.
Call, leave a message, or text that number. If you're feeling shy, feel free to send DMs to the Taylor Watch Instagram account, and also keep an eye out for our rapid fire questions to be posted Wednesday, because that's when we record. You guys know that.
Yep.
Until then,
Love you guys.
see you later.